So what's up, y'all? It's your boy 3CP, and I'm going to do this is the old gameplay right here. Y'all can see. I'm just putting this in the background, but I'm putting this video out. I'm gonna give you just the rundown on just what's wrong with Madden. The things that are wrong, everything wrong with Madden 19. I'm gonna give you the rundown of my thoughts of everything wrong with this game, from Ultimate Team to regs to whatever that I know, the gameplay that I play, and this general stuff that I know and found out, and a lot of things that I found out about the game since I've been this I'm just gonna show you some things. So we'll tell you some things, but as you see my team at this point of the time, it's running the most feared crap. My team was garbage, wasn't it? My team was absolute garbage. But first thing about Matt, the first thing, my biggest, I'm gonna get to my biggest point of thinking about Madden. The last one gonna be my biggest one. But first off, what is it gonna say? Well, the first thing about this game that's wrong with it is the developers and the guys who EA Sports, the guys who tell us, hey, do this. They're not listening to the people, or they gonna, like people said, your mama said before in the stream, that they're just gonna do whatever they want to do. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. So why do we have to keep telling you things and telling you fix this, do this? This is not good. This is kind of bad. But you mean you're just gonna do the same thing and do whatever you want? Example: the game came out first when Madden 19 first came out. You cannot tell me one person that didn't like it. It was decent. It was playable. It was kind of slow, but we got used to it. Patches came around. People couldn't run the ball, and what did they do? They patched it back to Madden 18. Pretty much from patch, they patched it back to 18. And I was watching the stream. I was watching some of your mama's old videos, that he had an interview with one of the guys, the analyst from Madden, and he said specifically that the game was patched and the running game was changed because of the running game was low. Yards per carry were low. Everybody's lowest, the stats, whatever stats they were looking at, people's carries per carry was low. The running was, wasn't that many people getting that many yards in running games. So they said, okay, we got to go in here and fix it. Pretty much make it easier. So that's like, why do y'all want to make things easier? When Madden 25 came out, yeah, the game was like I can't really explain Madden 25, but let me see. Maybe Madden 15, Madden 13, game like that. When the running game was, when they didn't patch the game and all this stuff, you got running games. At first, it was going to be kind of hard because you got to get used to it. But as the game went on, as things progressed, you started getting used to it. You started knowing how to run the ball. You started knowing how to hit the hole. You started knowing how to do everything. But at this point of the time, these guys, they just say, okay, it's not working. We give it a few days, bam. No, they're not. These guys not running the ball right. These bums not running the ball. These newbies are not running for hundreds of yards no more. So we got to pass. We got to fix that. Make the game go. We thought we could do it, but we thought we could change the run game and everything and get it. But no, the running game wasn't working. So we gotta change that. So that's what they did. They changed it. And the game was right back to Madden 18. Like, they sped the game up, and it's pretty much like, why even release 19? You just let them play 18 again. Just pretty much say, hey, this is Madden 18. We're just gonna give y'all Madden 18 back, even though y'all didn't want Madden 18, and everybody was telling how terrible Madden 18 was. Here, this shit. We're gonna get the shit back to you here, so y'all deal with it. And that's a big problem. That, like, first of all, dudes who, I used to be a good, like, yeah, last year 25, 15, I was one of those guys like to run the ball, and I was pretty good at it. But if I couldn't run the ball, I knew I had to. You can't run the ball. What you gotta do? You gotta open up the pass. You can't just keep relying. Oh, I can't run the ball. I can't. I can't spam stretch. I can't spam toss. I can't do this. I just want to run those two plays over and over and over until they work. And EA Sports, that's not happening. So why can't we spam toss and stretch anymore? So they went over and they just fixed it, and now you can do that. Now you can spin, toss, or whatever you want to do. And speaking of that, that goes into my another thing, the damn spin move, the moves. Yeah, I think last year it was even worse. Last year the spins and the jukes were so bad that you could literally juke like 15 people at once. Like, dude was juking your whole team. And this year it's pretty much the spin move. You can't really juke people. Jukes don't really work that much as good unless you got like juke special. I don't know. Some of that stuff don't work either. But the spin moves, like, it doesn't matter if you click on and try to make a tackle, you're still going to get spent out of your shoes. Like, you literally have to. It's like you can. I've seen where I've pressed A just to make a conservative tackle, and sometimes they do make the tackle. But most of the time, sometimes it's just where even if you try to strafe up and make a tackle, you just gonna get spent out of your shoes. Like, when a dude makes that spin and that animation that takes over and tells, okay, he made this spin move, so your defender is gonna make this certain move at that point in time because he made this certain move, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that goes into my point about user control. There is no user control in this game. It's all just strictly what the game wants. The animations take over, which is the biggest part of the game. Was what's wrong. Animations are the biggest part of what's wrong with Madden 19. For example, when the game first came out, okay, we couldn't use her. You couldn't use her at all. I don't know how the hell did they mess that up? How did they mess up the one thing that we've been doing for years, and that's just making user picks, user catches? When the Madden, that's the kind of the downfall of patching the game back to where it used to be, back to the first patch. Because when the game first came out, you couldn't use her at all. Remember when you would try to throw the ball, and he would just stand there and look stupid? Remember that when the game first came out? That was the main thing, and they took him like 3 months to actually fix that to where he could use her. Like that's I don't see how did it take them that long to fix the user? Like, the game was decent. I guess they said, okay, since we're gonna make the game or the way you guys want it or something, we're gonna take some stuff away. So, oh yeah, we're gonna make the game play good. Well, guess what? You ain't finna be able to use her. And I'm telling you, people were missing so many drop picks. Not even drop, just straight up wide open picks where the guy would just throw it right at you, and your defender, your user, your computer, anybody, he would just stand there. You pressing Y, and he would just still just stand there. I've lost plenty of games when the game first came out to dudes. It just I couldn't make a play because the guy would just stand there, and it was just so frustrating. But we dealt with it because the gameplay was decent. It was good. So you kind of took away, maybe, okay, that we can't use it, but maybe, they're going to probably fix that. Maybe that's just a bug, they'll fix it. But no, the first patch, the next patch came around, the first patch, they didn't even address it. I think the second patch came around, still nothing. And then I think like the third patch, they finally fixed it, like the third or fourth patch, and that's like months later, months down the road, where they finally fixed the usering that we couldn't do at all. And that's just all goes down to the animations. Animations make this game, like, I'm playing games where I would literally just throw the ball to my receiver or running back, and he would drop a wide open pass, and then after he drops it, the ball might be still in the air, and he goes into this animation where he's like, "Oh, I missed it." You know how you seen the animation when they put the hands in the air and all this stuff while the play is actively going on. Who does that in the real NFL? Who stands there and just gives up on the play when knowing that the play is still going on? Like, it's the stupid animation, and that's what I think that's causes a lot of these drops, a lot of these drop passes, is because the animations tell you, okay, you're gonna drop this pass, or this pass was supposed to be dropped, but you tried to catch it, and you tried to catch it, or you pressed the wrong catch animation, even though you were supposed to miss this ball. You supposed to press a rack catch, but you press possession catch. But no, we're not gonna make you. So you try to press possession catch, and you'll just drop it, and then you get them going to the animation. The ball gets tipped everywhere, and do intercept it, which goes into another thing, which is probably the thing that's just the worst thing that's on defense, is tipped interceptions. There's no more just picked it off. You threw a bad pass and pick it off. No, it's always a tipped interception. Everybody with tip. That's why you got to put tip drill on your guys in mud, because you're gonna get there's not one game that's gonna happen where you're not gonna get a tipped interception. You're gonna get a tipped interception, or somebody's gonna tip an interception to you every single game. I think I've not played one game since the last patch where they changed stuff, and it's just every game just tipped interceptions, and that's just balls and down into what the animations taking over. Animations are killing this game. Animations are killing Madden 19, or Madden been killing Madden, and Madden 20 might be by far one of the next worst games ever, because I couldn't believe that Madden 19 is the worst Madden ever. I couldn't believe I'll be saying it, but yes, I'm saying it. It's the worst ever, and that's why I don't spend money not buying packs or all that stuff for Ultimate Team. You know, I grew up on playing these regular teams anyway, so that's why I don't have to just say, oh, it's I can't play this game, and I just can't. I'm done playing for good. Yeah, I spend my money for the game. I'm gonna play, but the guys who, this Ultimate Team stuff, that doesn't bother me, because I'm not spending the money anyway. And y'all see my team. I had to update you on my team, some updates that I made. You see my I'm doing pretty good for not spending money on the game, and I don't see people. And if the gameplay was good, and this game was like Madden 2004 or something, yeah, I'll buy some packs probably. But it keeps getting worse and worse. Keeps getting worse and worse, and they just do not want to fix anything that we tell them. Like, not just us telling this, they doesn't want to make the game the way they know it should be. I mean, maybe because the guys who are in the game, who are over the game now, don't know what the hell they're doing, or it's just because the game, EA just doesn't care about money. I mean, doesn't care about, what the hell am I saying? It's because all they care about is money, and because Ultimate Team came around and just made them so much money. It's just they don't know what they don't really just care that much about the gameplay, because they can still make millions and millions of dollars on bundles and packs and stuff. But back to everything, this gameplay, animation is just, that's what kills this game. You can't really go into an online game without the animation just taking over and dictating what happens in your game. Like, don't let no guy tell you, don't let nobody from EA or no other guy who's going to defend the game tell you that there's no DDA in this game, there's no predetermined stuff in this game. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's going down. Like, when you play this game, and mostly this happens in Ultimate Team, but in regs, I guess it kind of goes by how the people play and their style. Like, you can tell like, if you've been playing Madden for the longest, you can tell who's a bum, who's not a bum. You can tell a bad player from a good player from the first drive. At least I can. I mean, I can tell from the first drive of your defensive drive or your offensive drive if you're a bad player, especially on offense. Bam, I can tell you your first play, I can tell you a bum if you from your first play if you're good or not. So when they do these things and when you see like Ultimate Team games and stuff, a lot of these games are like already determined when the game first comes on and you see the cards. The first, yeah, like in Ultimate Team, when you see the guys 3 cards and they show that bam, 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 the game was already bam determined was who's gonna win the game. So that's why you go into a game and this guy's terrible, but he's getting picks everywhere. He's running one defense. He's running mid blitz every single play and he's killing me with it. I can't do nothing. My guys are dropping the ball. Yeah, that's the game. Pretty much just nerfing your team all the way down to lose. And that's the only way that you're going to lose, because the guy you're playing probably is not a skillful player. And they have to give this person a lot of help to beat you. Because, I mean, y'all know, y'all seen it, fumbles happen at it. I mean, it's just, yeah. The guy who your mama interviewed was talking about how he knew the formula of like what happened is in the game, or like for like interceptions and stuff or fumbles and stuff, which pretty much proves that he could be sitting home and he knew the formula of like the percentage of what happened if you hit this guy that hard, a hit stick from a whatever rated player, and the percentage of like how many if he fumbled, and if he didn't fumble, like, oh, I'm lucky because they didn't fumble, because he knew the actual percentage of what happened and stuff. And it's just, it goes down to like, it's like a time, it's not just nothing you do. So that's what I'm saying. It's nothing. A lot of this stuff in the game, when we play the game, and especially these bums who like to message you after they beat you and stuff, it's not them. It's not them playing the game and doing this, using their skill to beat you. A lot of these times, it's the game playing for them, and they're just doing whatever the game is allowing them to do. And that's how, like, we've never lost the game to so many, like, us people who did decent. I've never lost so many Madden games to guys who just are absolute terrible. Like, dude, 2000 2004, there was nobody beat me in that game. If I can get that game and end up playing some people, like, maybe they just throw it, I don't know, but nobody was beating me in Madden 2004. If you was not finna come out and run toss against me, you wasn't finna run stretches and full verticals. I'm talking even on defense. I was good. I ran with Michael Vick and stuff, and I played off. I didn't have to just do one play, but I'm telling you, you had to know what you was doing in Madden 2004, all the way up until about 13, and I'll say 25 next gen, not 25 from the like I had 360. Madden 25 on 360 was absolutely the worst, one of the worst, I thought, until we see these games. But Madden 25 on next gen was just, you could run 4th and 86. You would run a strong power, and there was nothing nobody could do about it. Like that three, but next gen they fixed it a little bit, because you could actually play defense on the next gen. That's how it felt to me. But yeah, it was nothing you could do against me in 2004. And the people who knew how to play the game, there was nothing that somebody who was this terrible at the game could do to stop you until they actually started practicing and playing. Might have to play the computer a few times, do it, and actually get good at the game. Because I used to get beat down back in the old days, Sega days, older. I would go around like the PlayStation 1. I had PlayStation 2. Before the online. But that's just another big part of what's wrong with the games, because it's just too much computerized things that are just dictating what happens. and there's nothing weird. They take all these user control away, and you can see that the people who are over this game don't want the change. They don't want all this user control or whatever happens, because you can see Rex leaves, and then that Guerrero guy was there for 2 weeks and he's gone. He was gone. Like, you don't go to EA Sports talking about, hey, I got this new idea and it's gonna do this. No. I guess they don't want to hear nothing. They want the game the way they want it. As long as they make money, that's what they care about. But and then got the YouTubers. I think that was almost the biggest thing. People like YouTube, Twitch, like I'm tell you, I know I got a channel all that. I might show y'all different plays, but a lot of the stuff happens that just ruins the game. It's when people get on YouTube just to find one play, one defense to just sit in it and spam it until it works. Spam it. This blitz. And if it doesn't work, they just keep spamming it. And if it doesn't work and you end up beating somebody, what do they always? They always message you, oh, you got bailed out, the game did this, because they got on YouTube and thought this play was supposed to make sure it worked every single time. Every play is not gonna work every single time. It gotta be, everything can be countered, everything can be beat. You have to switch your stuff up. I mean, but these dudes, YouTube would come on, and that's all these dudes running. That's where you get the everybody's running the same stuff. Pretty much the most part, everybody running the same stuff is what you ruins YouTube. Twitch, toss, stretch, run all that stuff from 18. It's just, and you get tired of seeing it. But back in the days when there wasn't a lot of people getting on YouTube and finding plays and no YouTube, you actually had to run an offense, and you was facing against the different stuff. There was no meta because nobody knew what worked most of the time. Like, if we knew what worked, but everybody found, pretty much you found what worked your own way. You played franchise games or computer, playing against people. And then, you had people, back in the days, we would come over, everybody come to the house playing terms and stuff. But when you was by yourself and you just playing the game, you found out what worked. You found out what worked for you. But now it's just what everything that happens, this is what works. Run this, and everybody else runs it, so keep running it. And just nobody is different. Everybody runs the same plays over and over and over and over. And that's all they run. Like, I don't understand why they even put like playbooks and try to get everything as real as they can to the NFL and all that, because even it's like 4 plays that work in Madden on offense and defense. It's like 4 plays, and y'all tell me I'm not lying. It's like 4 plays in every playbook that work, and they're all the same 4 plays on defense and offense. Like, all other stuff that doesn't work. Just try to run something that's not like one of the meta plays. Just try to get online and run something that's just a different random play that you never ran, and try to run and see how you gonna, like some random pass play or something. See how many times you gonna get picked off. But yeah, I just been wanted to say, look, I guess this is one of my, I used to put videos out. It's called Madden Talk, but this was just something I wanted to put on. That's wanted to talk about, because it's a lot of stuff wrong with it, and I don't know why. I don't think it's gonna get better, and that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing for anything. Even your favorite YouTubers and stuff, and your favorite streamers, some of these guys, they're talking about how bad the game is. Think about it. If Madden 20 is even worse than 19, like, do you think these guys are gonna keep spending their money and all this stuff to try to make content and whatever to entertain for a game that they can't even play? Like, I think 20 is gonna get real bad. I really don't have no hope for 20, but we'll see what happens, as but I don't think there's gonna be a lot of stuff fixed in 20. But we gotta just take it day by day, and you gotta just take it how it is. The only thing is, I prefer, if anything that you say that I said you don't believe or you don't know, just take for me that Weekend League is scripted. Weekend League is so scripted. That's one game mode that I know that is scripted for predetermined wins. Every win is predetermined there. Like before you even jump into the game and kick the ball off, the game is predetermined to what is gonna happen. The game is like this guy's gonna win. This guy's gonna win. This guy's gonna lose. This guy's gonna win. This guy. That's all. I'm telling you. That's why you end up with your rate. Like you'll win about 8 games. You'll win about 8 games, and then all of a sudden you're just losing to the same terrible player that you beat before. Yeah, that's because the game. Like okay, you won enough. You won enough games in weekend league, and you might not spend a lot. You don't spend that much money on packs, so we're gonna give you 8 wins. Now you're gonna lose the rest of your games. That's. I'm telling you. If I could have this go to the office of EA Sports and find out how they do that, it's there. It's in there. It's predetermined. Everything's predetermined in that game mode. So that's what it is, man. Just a little thoughts on something, but let me know what y'all think, and let me know if y'all playing Madden. How many people are still playing Madden? Like, let me know that. But yeah, it's going down. We're gonna be back though, man. I'm telling you, I'm still on my grind doing my thing. So I'm gonna give you some stuff. Y'all want some gameplay or whatever, this different stuff. We gonna keep rocking with it. But now, I know the game's bad, so I just take it for what it is. And like I said, I don't spend money, so I don't have to just be like, well, I'm just stressing over this everything. So we just take it for what it is and just keep on pushing. So going down.